2, 3. So we've Hi, welcome to Heathrow Live. This is test number 7. As you can see, the picture's now better. We're now streaming. Right, what plane we got on the runway? It's a Lufthansa. Where's it going? That's a good question. Let's put flight radar 24 on and we can tell you what exactly is happening. Obviously, a Lufthansa plane would be going to Germany somewhere. Could be Berlin, could be Frankfurt, could be Düsseldorf. As soon as I can find my, as soon as I can load flight 24, we can give you some nice flight information. Welcome everybody to Heathrow Airport, London, where we are rebroadcasting Flight Focus 365's video stream, which they supply to us. The plane we have on the runway is a British Airways. Like a 320 to me, but I could be wrong. As a matter of fact, it's a British Airways, it's a 320, and it's on its way to Zurich. The registration number of the plane, for those who are interested, is G, which the first letter on the registration is normally the country of origin of the plane, where the plane's operated from, so G's being the UK, so obviously that's what we've got there, and it's MIDX. MIDX is the plane reference number, so if you want to check where and if it's coming from, then you can do. Anyway, it's just sitting on the runway for a little while now. If it's got a problem or something's not quite right, it's quite a long time to sit there actually. Oh no, it's on the move. Good. All these people looking forward to going to Zurich. Well, after that miserable day yesterday, I don't know if anybody out there was watching the stream yesterday when we was doing, I forget which test we was on yesterday, but as I say, I've given myself a week now to try and work this out, so that we can bring you Heathrow Live. Next plane on the runway is SAS, which is operated by SAS Connect, which is a Swedish company. It's obviously going off to Sweden, it's going off to Copenhagen. Yes, it's a 320, off to Copenhagen. Still very wet in the UK at the moment. It's just dampness and moisture. That plane took off nice and early. For those who are interested, Heathrow Airport is in the UK. It's London's main airport. London has three main airports. It has Heathrow, which is this one, which is the busiest. We also have Gatwick, which is more charter planes and schedule. And then we have Stansted, which is the base for Ryanair, the low-cost flyers for Europe. Well, that's an Austrian Airlines plane going off now. I'm not sure where that one's off to. It'll be obviously to Vienna or somewhere like that, I should think, wouldn't you? Yes, it's going to Vienna. It's OS 452 is the flight number. Anyway, here we go. We're going to start with our transatlantic flights now. We've got a Virgin Airways on the runway. Not sure where it's going to. It'd be a bird, or it'd certainly be across the pond, because the Virgin Atlantic, as the word says, Atlantic means that most of their flights actually do go across the Atlantic. This one's off to Bridgetown. Yeah, Bridgetown, Jamaica. Yeah, wow. Just think in a few hours' time they'll be drinking rum cocktails. Wow, great. Anyway, this is Virgin VS229, flying to Bridgetown in Jamaica. For those who don't recognise the aeroplane, I can tell you it's a Airbus A330, Airbus A330. Registration number is GVRA1. Wow. Normal takeoff speed is about 160 knots. That's the ground speed. We can have to tell you this one's going to, it's hitting about 145 at the moment. Will it make, that speeded up now, it's up to 170, so that's good. We should get a nice early takeoff here with a bit of luck. For those people who've watched my channel before will know that we have that reference point there, which is the neon sign, and normally we rotate now, and the plane goes off just before that big R, as in reverse obviously R. I'm not sure what that letters for Heathrow could be. And there it is, off he goes. All the way to Bridgetown, Jamaica. So what have we got next on the runway? Normally we have we got an American Airways, is it? Yes, it is. Most certainly is an American Airways. It's a Boeing 787-9. This one's heading to Chicago. Yeah, that's O'Hare Airport, Chicago. Illinois, I think, isn't it? State, Illinois? Yeah, I think it is. If it's not, please let me know. You can always send me texts. It's always nice to hear from people. So this is flight AA87. Flight AA87. Flight's taken off quite quickly today, as you say. Yesterday when we was here, because of the mist and the rain, the gap between the flights was about a minute and a half, but at the moment I think we're down to normal departure times. We're going off at about 40 seconds. So let's see what time this one goes off at. This one actually leaves the runway at 10:15 and 22 seconds. So let's just see how quick the next one takes off. So that's 15:22. 15:22 is the time that it took off. Right, the next plane on the runway. We've got a Virgin Atlantic. Wow, this one's off to Miami. Sunny Miami. This is an Airbus 330, wide-bodied, VS117. Let's just see what this takes off at. That one was 15:20, so this one is going to be not far short. So 16 knots, 16 knots. As you see, for those that are interested, I am not at Heathrow Airport. No, I'm just restreaming this courtesy of Fly Focus 365. It's a fully automated camera system they've got located at Heathrow, which is wonderful. The only trouble is, like there, it works on moving objects, so if it finds something moving, it goes and finds it, which is what we're up to now. It seems to have lost its way, but this adds a little bit of interest to the day, doesn't it? Listen there, wow, there you go, there's a 747, I presume it's a cargo. We don't have many passenger 447s at the moment. What are we looking at now? That green thing there, people did just see it in the background, that's there where the fire department do their test copies. Anyway, we got a Saudi Arabia plane going down the runway at the moment. This is a Boeing 777, operated by Saudi Airways. It's going all the way up to Riyadh. Yeah, Riyadh. Always think Riyadh. Amy Winehouse always thinks. Anyway, this is SV111. SV111. It's all the way out to Riyadh. Great plane. For those people who are interested, where do I get all the information from? I use an app called Flight Radar 24, which gives me all the information, so I'm purely reliant on their information. If it's correct, then it's all well and good. If it's incorrect, it's not so good, but nothing to do with me, as I say. It's to do with them. I only rebroadcast. Anyway, what we got going next? We are quite busy today. We got flights taken off at about minute intervals, which is brilliant. Oh, yes, we've got that cargo plane in the background, and we've got a United there, wide-bodied one. Can't quite read what it says on the cargo plane. I'm not sure who operates it. Is it Cargo Logic? No, it isn't. I can't see it. Oh, Magma. Yeah. No idea. I'd have to go on the internet and find out who Magna are. I will do that for you in a second, save you doing it. Anyway, that's making its way to take off soon. As I say, I presume it's been a conversion. Most of the jumbo jets now have been converted to cargoes. Not many operate now as passenger airlines. I think Lufthansa have got a couple, maybe Singapore Airways have got a couple, but what's our next plane we've got coming out? There's the Eurowings. Yeah. There we go. The camera's resorted itself out. It's very good, this camera. It's very, very quick at what it does. Very, very quick indeed. This is Eurowings. It's going all the way to Cologne in Germany. It's flight EW 461. Heading out to Cologne in Germany. Nice early takeoff. It is a 319, Airbus 319. Normally it's about 180 passengers. What we got next on the runway? We've got another little baby one. Well, it's not a baby one, really. They are. It's quite good. It's another 319. British Airways this time. This one's going to Geneva. Geneva in Switzerland. Money capital of Europe, is it? Geneva? Or is it Zurich? I'm not sure. Anyway, the registration number of the plane's G. British Airways, so it's G, UK, and it's EUPO. UPO. And it's flying all the way out to Geneva, flight number B, PA 728, PA 728 if you're interested. 728. Let's get a good move on there. So we've got that cargo plane in queue. We've got 6 planes in the queue, they're all waiting to take off. Flight Radar 24, with the next flight taking off is a United Airways. I always like doing this, and then when we get to the end of the runway, is it going to be the correct one? It should be United Airways. It should be a 777. No, it's Japan Airways, and there's the cargo plane. Is the camera going to find the United Airways flight? It might do, it might not. You never know, do you? So we are using the Flight Focus CD365's automatic camera, which is, I think, controlled by AI, and I think there's somebody in the office there also controlling it, because this is why we're looking at the Japan Airways. And the Japan Airways going to Tokyo, but we're going to go back to the United Airways one, which is UA 900. UA 900, that's flying all the way to San Francisco. at the end of the runway to take off. Obviously, cargo planes having to give priority to passenger airlines. According to flight radar, we got 6 planes sitting at the end of the runway, all waiting to take off, taking their turn. So the Japan Airlines flight to Tokyo should be the next. That's JL42. Japan Airways flying to, yes, look at that. Flight radar's well working way today. It's JL42 going all the way to Tokyo. It's a Boeing, it's a 787 Boeing Dash 9 flying to Tokyo. Going to it. Tokyo Airport, anybody know it? If you do, it's HND. For those people who are watching, it's purely a test copy that we're doing today. On Thursday, I'm not sure what date it is. It is the 28th of December. The reason being is I like watching airplanes taking off. Most people like charging. That's what she married me. She likes oddities, yeah, and I'm an oddity. Anyway, the flight there's off to Japan. No, sorry, that's the United Airways to Houston. Sorry, I just played with the computer and put some more information up the top there. Let you know that we now do live Heathrow live test 7 with flight info. Flight info, it's me. What we got next? Oh, we've finally got this cargo plane taken off. It's a jumbo. Cannot be the jumbo. Queen of Skies. It's an Icelandic, operated by an Icelandic company. But it ain't going to get out yet because this American Airways is, I think, going to sneak out in front of it. Is it? Is it American Airways though? Let's have a look as it turns its way round. Is it? No, it's a Delta. So that little Delta plane has sneaked out in front of it, but where is it going? Unfortunately, I haven't got it on the on-plate radar. I'll give you the information as soon as the transponder clicks on and lets me know where it is. But as I say, it's a Delta Airways, obviously it's going to here we go, we've got it there, it's just come up on the screen. Yes, it's Delta Airlines, it's going to New York. Yeah, it's going all the way over to the Big Apple. It's flight DL2, that's Delta Airways number 2, flying to New York, JFK. Everybody knows JFK. 767's a Boeing 767 for those who are interested. Planes are getting off a lot better, as you can see they're taking off straight today. Yesterday they were crabbing, we had that very, very strong wind. Right, are we going to get the Queen of the Sky up now? Are we going to get the 747? Flown in these many, many times. What a wonderful plane. First of the mega. Yeah, it's a shame that COVID really took them out of the sky because of the cost of running. now that you can take a twin jet plane across the Atlantic with no trouble at all. These planes unfortunately get the bus, but they're being reused as cargo. As you can see, this is operated by Air Atlantic Airlines. This is going all the way to Liège, France. When did it get off? Oh, it's got up very, very early. Very early. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? What a wonderful plane. Right, what we got next on the runway? It never stops here. We've got an American Airways. Next it's going to Philadelphia. Look at that. That is so solid, isn't it? We've got a lower cloud base today. Highest cloud base, I do apologise. Means that we can follow the planes for a little bit longer, as long as the AI camera will keep on it, and once it starts losing the movement, it'll go back to the next one. Next one's American Airways. It is indeed. Now, camera missed it then. Did you see that? Camera didn't quite get that, but for those people who didn't realise what it was, it's an American Airways flight 72. It's a bonus on this. Next flight is Austrian Airways. Austrian Airways. Heading to... Yes, you got it. It's heading to Vienna. I think Vienna possibly is the only airport in Austria that's on scheduled flight time. If you want to go to Salzburg or Innsbruck, you normally have to fly in a Gatwick or Stansted, use the charter flights, Ryanair and EasyJet. But here in Heathrow, you can get the national carrier of Austria, Austrian Airways, and that will fly you to Vienna. It's OS 454. OS 454. Flight number. So if you're in Vienna waiting for somebody to arrive from London, yes, you can leave for the airport now. Be there about an hour and 40 minutes. Hour 40 minutes to Vienna, I think, is the flight time. Registration number of the plane's OE LZP. ZP registration number. To thank all the people at Flight Takeoff 365 for supplying the video streams for me. At the moment they're supplying it through, hopefully they'll carry on supplying it. It's a great service that's been operating, I think, for a couple of months now out of Heathrow. Their plans are to put them all over the world at all the airports, so everybody else can so local airports, see what planes are taking off. Finally got audio, or we've got ambient audio, we've got the noise of the planes, which is good, but no commentary, so that's what I'm here for. To give you a bit of commentary, a bit of more information, so that you know what's happening at London Heathrow, which, for those that don't know, is the main airport for London, UK. Only has 2 runways. Oh, a little bit of a judder there. There must be a little bit of crosswind there. Yes, is it going to level out now? Yes, it is. That's great. Next flight. We've got an Aer Lingus that's going to Dublin. It's EI 155 flight number, flying to Dublin. That's good. Early. Yeah, there we go. Just before the neon sign today, planes are taking off a lot earlier, which is good. headwind, so therefore they can get up to their V1 speed to rotate, which they can do a little bit earlier than what they were yesterday. Anyway, what have we got on the runway now? We've got two planes, believe it or not. We've got British Airways going to Copenhagen, and the one behind it is a British Airways going to Lyon, but this is the Copenhagen one. It's just sneaked in front of the Lyon one. It's 320, Airbus 320 to Copenhagen. Welcome anybody's welcome. If you want to come on with live chat, you're quite welcome to. So if you will, say hello. This is an Airbus 320 going all the way to Copenhagen. BA804 if you're interested. We're hoping to operate this Heathrow live service twice a week. Unfortunately, I've other things to do in the world. I'm just trying to think what 2 days would be best to do it. Possibly Thursday's a good day. We don't like doing Wednesdays or Sundays because they're Jerry Day. If you do watch Heathrow, Big King TV, Jerry Day has been doing it for 7 years. Those 2 days off. We've got a choice of 5. I'm either thinking Tuesday and Friday or Tuesday and Saturday. While we're doing test broadcasts at the moment, we're just going when I get a few times, I just come up and see what tests we can do. I've been broadcasting now for a half hour. I normally do an hour, and then I go and play with the software, see if I can improve it in any way at all. So, next flight on the runway is a BA British Airways, flight number 814. This is the one that's meant to be going to Copenhagen, but I've got a feeling I missed the Copenhagen one, so let's have a look. Let's go to Copenhagen. It's 321, Airbus 321. All the way to Copenhagen. Flight number 814. Fly to Copenhagen. Dreamliner, operated by British Airways, 787. Dreamliner, this is the 10 version. It's going all the way to Lagos in Nigeria. Yeah. At least by doing this, I'm getting to know where my towns and countries are. It's BA75. BA75 going to Lagos in Nigeria. I'm not sure what the flight time is. I'll be thinking about 5 hours. Sitting out at Lagos, Nigeria, waiting to meet somebody on the British Airways flight. Exactly, after Heathrow, Heathrow, depending how far away you live from the airport, it might be time to set off. It's just about to take off. It's still loading to me, it's not quite going as fast as those little ones were. But don't forget, we look for the neon sign on the bottom of the screen, and as soon as we pass the neon sign, the co-pilot can say rotate, rotate, rotate. Here we go, we go past the neon sign, there it is, and rotate. Look at that, spot on. And we normally get up before we hit that arm. Oh, a little bit of a wobble there. We're getting a little bit of wind today, not as much as yesterday. Yesterday was exciting. I enjoyed yesterday. Well, I'd like to welcome everybody to Heathrow Live with exciting the Royal Dutch Airline. I think it used to be called Royal Dutch, didn't it? But anyway, it's KLM now. It's flying from Heathrow and it's going all the way to Amsterdam. And the flight number for those people who are interested is KL 1008. KL 1008 to Amsterdam. It's a Boeing 737-8 version 8 and doing the max. Held a little while. Obviously, we got most of them got a runway inspection going on. I'm not quite sure why we're holding for such a long time. This morning the flight departures have been very regular, all within the sort of minute, just under a minute. But this one's a little bit longer. Anyway, it's just started to move. So sit back, suck your sweet. You're on your way to Amsterdam. Where this one's going to? It's going to Delhi, yeah, in India. It's a 787 Dreamliner -9 heading to Delhi. The flight number's VS 302. So there you go. I hope the pilot knows to, when he leaves Heathrow, to turn left and not right, because if he turns right, he goes to America. If he turns left, he goes to India. Because I presume they don't go over America; they would fly over Europe that way. Yes, it does. That's the way it flies. And that's VS 302. And it's going all the way to Delhi or in India. Yes, the flight takes it out from Heathrow, goes over to Poland, over to Ukraine, and down over the Black Sea, heading all the way to India. Thank you. Somebody gave me a tick. That's very nice of you. I do like having a tick on my. If you're enjoying everything you see at the moment. Let's see if we can put 90 Airways in. It's to 90 Airways. It's going all the way to London. sat there for a little while. Obviously it's on hold. This one's going up to Scotland. This one's going to Edinburgh or Glasgow. It's going up to Inverness. It's British Airways BA 1468. Heading up to Inverness in Scotland. It's an Airbus 320. Welcome anybody who's watching us. If you don't recognise the airport, we're at London Heathrow. Heathrow is the major airport for scheduled flights out of London. We have two other airports in London. We have Stansted, which is mainly a budget airline operated with Ryanair and EasyJet, the main carriers there. And then we have Gatwick, which does a few scheduled flights, but mainly sort of holiday flights, Gatwick, which is south of London. But here we are at Heathrow. On the runway we have an American Airways flight, which is going to Boston. Yep. It's flight AA 109, flying all the way out to Boston. Interest. There was American Airways flight AA 109 going to Boston in the United States. It's a Boeing 777. As you notice, it's now started to rain at Heathrow, hence the lot of spray coming up from the runway. The time now in the UK is 10:40, 10:46 in the morning. On Thursday, the 20 something or other. Sorry. Thursday the 28th, yeah. What do we have on the runway next? We've got a British Airways going to Edinburgh. That's two flights up to Scotland. We just had one up to Inverness. This one's going up to Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland. This is Airbus 319. Flight time's just over the hour, I think. Sitting there for a little while, obviously waiting for permission to take off. BA 1456. That's British Airways flying all the way out to Edinburgh. 350, Airbus 350, wonderful plane, love flying in this plane, nice and solid, nicely roomy seats, the ones I had anyway. This is operated by Malaysian Airways, and it's going to Kuala Lumpur, so it's flight MH3. At the end of the runway is a British Airways going to Manchester. It's an Airbus 320. Aer Lingus, yes it is Aer Lingus, you can see that by the 4-leaf clover. Is it a 4-leaf or 3-leaf clover they put on the back of the tail? It's Airbus 320 going to Cork, it's on the west coast. It's flight number EI7. British Airways going to Berlin, that's flight 982 British Airways to Berlin. had a bit of a rain shower in the last 20 minutes, put a nice bit of water on the runway, so we get a nice spray from the jet engines as the plane takes off. Anyway, unfortunately, as soon as it gets wet, they do leave a bigger gap between the takeoff on this one. Go, 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 go. Is it going to go, 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 go? Oh, I don't think it is. No, it's still sat there. Honestly, they're going to wind the elastic band off. So this one's heading all the way up to Newcastle. The plane registration number is GTTNO. For those who want to check the plane, it's GG. Still sat there. It's going to take a little while before it decides to take off, isn't it? And we're on our way now. Let's say this one's going to Newcastle. Wonderful city. The second greatest football team in the Premiership is Newcastle, after Tottenham, of course. They go through a sticky spell at the moment. Anyway, here we go. Look at the spray. Plane took off nice and early, so it's not very heavy. We've got another British Airways. This one's going to Prague. This is BA 852, BA 852. Going to Prague. The scheduled departure time of this flight was 10:35, so we're about 20 minutes behind. Estimated to arrive at 10:45, obviously with the time difference. Taking the pills, I will get better. For those people who have just joined the channel, thank you very much, and hope you appreciate the little bit of effort I've made. Unlike most plane spotters, I'm not at Heathrow, I'm at home, just rebroadcasting this from those wonderful people like Focus 365 who supply the video feed at the moment free of charge. I presume they will start charging soon. They operate a wonderful system where they've got a fully automated AI camera located at Heathrow, which tracks the planes, which gives us these wonderful pictures. They finally, last couple of weeks ago, did ambient sound, so we can actually hear the planes take off, which is good. But unfortunately, no commentary, so nobody knows what's happening, what planes they are. So me being a retired pensioner at silly old age, decided, well, I'll do a bit of commentary for people. Anyway, the next flight on is British Airways. It's going to Bridgetown. This is BA255 going to Bridgetown. the scheduled departure time was 10:35. Unfortunately, it was running just a little bit late, but not too bad. The reason they're putting the delays down at the moment is down to runway delays. Again, this is due to the weather. As I say, they've had to increase the gap between the flights for safety reasons because the runway is very wet at the moment. So, estimated time of this plane is in Bridgetown, Jamaica. It should be a 15:53 local time. All times like it will be local. So this is BA 255 heading to Bridgetown, Jamaica. It hasn't been given the go, has it? It is sort of just creeping down the runway for some unknown reason. This is most unusual. This is very unusual. Yeah. Is it going to speed up? Hold fire. What is happening here? Is it the actual plane that's moving slowly, or is it the stream that's moving slowly? The camera is in and out like a yo-yo, so I'm not quite sure what's going on here. This British Airways flight to Bridgetown, Jamaica is, I think, going to abort. Yes, it is. Yes, it's going to abort takeoff. So we've got a bit of a problem there. Unfortunately, you people better hold fire. The flight to the BA flight 255 to Bridgetown, Jamaica has aborted takeoff. I'm not sure whether this is due to a runway problem or a plane problem. Hopefully we will get the information soon. It will, with a bit of luck, go back to form into the queue, and hopefully it was just could have been something on the runway. We do in London Heathrow have problem with foxes, believe it or not, at London Heathrow. We do have a family of foxes that live there, and have been living there for years, and we've not managed to get rid of them. Anyway, the next flight is a Finnair. Which is going to Riyadh. It's flight S3121. Anyway, it does look like the British Airways to Bridgetown is going back into the queue, so I think it wasn't a plane problem, it was more likely something on the runway which caused the plane to abort, which unfortunately what it did. So poor people who were going to Bridgetown are going to leave a little bit later than what they thought. But hopefully the ground controller will allow the British Airways flight to Bridgetown to join the queue and get straight off and get off as soon as possible, so hopefully will only be a delay of maybe 10 minutes, if that. Anyway, what have we got on the runway now? We've got a Saudi airline going to Riyadh again. It's a Boeing 777. No problem at the moment, this is taken off. It's going very well. That's good. And it's as you can see, we've got some cameras on. I'm not sure how good the AI camera is to get rid of the whether they've got a screen on the front that rotates round, or whether a little man has to turn up with a cloth and give it a good old wipe. You cannot beat a little old man. It's most probably not little, it's most probably bigger than me. Sorry. Anyway, next plane on the runway is sorry, American Airways. It's an American Airways. It's a 777. This one's going all the way to New York. Again, departure time was at 10:33, but we're now at just before 11, so we're running about half an hour late. It's flying all the way to New York. Arrival times at 30:24 local time. All times are local, as you know. 101 flying to New York, American Airways. When it gets to when it gets to JFK, it's going to arrive at Terminal 8 and Gate 8. So we've got all that information now available. Anyway, what have we got on the runway next? On the next way, we've got a British Airways going to Dublin. Yep. That's British Airways 834. The man says come along and clean the screen for us. Thank you very much, John. Anyway, so this is British Airways departing for Dublin. Yep, that's correct. It's scheduled departure time was at 10:48, but again, we're running a little bit late, so it's not too bad. It's scheduled to arrive at 12:15, Terminal 1 at Dublin. So if you're in Dublin waiting, make your way. You're right, Blue. My doggy's just come up to visit me, so anyway, I'm going to go and have a tea break for a little while, so we'll put the live chat off and just let you watch the screen, and I will return with live chat soon. Right, I'm off to have my little cup of tea, so we'll be back with some live chat in about 10-15 minutes. So I'll leave the pictures up here for you to watch, and hopefully you will enjoy. As you say, you can see we've got Singapore Airways queuing up. What else have we got? We got an SAS. Yeah. Anyway, I'm off to tea. See you soon. Right, just had a nice cup of tea, so we're now back with you. Right, obviously we've got a British Airways, looks like a 320 on the runway. Chestic Flight Radar 24, and we'll be able to tell you exactly which one it is, where it's going. It's British Airways 320, and it's off to Vienna. Vienna being the capital of Austria. When I was there, part of last year. It's flight number BA 700. That's BA 700, flying all the way to Vienna. The scheduled departure time of that British Airways to Vienna was 11 o'clock, but unfortunately it's half an hour late. Most of the flights we're leaving at about half an hour late at the moment, so that's down basically just to runway, really. So according to flight info, it actually arrived late from Vienna in, hence hence is why it was late leaving, but they turned it around quite quickly. Anyway, the next plane we've got on the runway is Vietnam Airways, and that's flight number VN50, and that's heading to Ho Chi Minh City. Scheduled departure time was 11 o'clock, and it's leaving at 11:30. So again, it's about 30 minutes late, so that's not too bad at all, is it? 30 minutes late is okay. Anyway, let's get rid of that. So we're now live again, so we can get rid of live chat. Return soon to say I'm here, I'm talking to you. So that's that was a 787 Dreamliner with its carbon fibre wings. Can you see how they bend? Aren't they lovely? Yeah. Anyway, next plane. Let's have a look, see what we've got coming headed down the runway now. It's Iberia. This is Spanish plane. It's off to Madrid, and that's Iberia 3175. That's heading to Madrid. It's an Airbus 330. Should have left at 10:50, but again, it's 40 minutes late, so that's not too bad. It's heading all the way out to Madrid. Estimated arrival time is at 2:30. That's local time, of course. Right, what we got on the runway next is an Air Canada one. And this is AC. And it's flight 856. 856, that's the flight number. And where's it off to? So this is Air Canada, and do you think it's going to Canada? No, it's not. It's going to Mumbai. It's obviously a flight that goes from Mumbai to Canada and drops off at Heathrow on the way through. Matter of fact, many years ago, I think it was mine. Which birthday was it? The wife treated me to a trip to New York, and we actually flew with Air India, which means we actually caught a flight that. Yeah, well, the sad story was when we got to Heathrow Airport, the plane that we was due to go on was still in Mumbai, so we had to wait for it to fly from India to Heathrow and for us to get on the plane. But in them days, it shows how long ago, then you could go on top of, I think it was Terminal 2, the Queen Elizabeth building, and do plane spotting. So much to my wife's annoyance, I dragged her all the way up onto the terrace, and we sat up there watching the planes take off for 5, 6 hours. Had a wonderful day. Yeah, she didn't enjoy it, but never mind. Anyway, let's just see what we got coming next, shall we? That's another little story. We've got the British Airways 778. That's British Airways 778. And let's head into it's off to Stockholm. Yep. It again scheduled departure time 10:50, but it's now everything seems to be running for half an hour late, about half hour late. It's an Airbus. It's a Airbus 320 heading to Stockholm. The code for Stockholm Airport. Does anybody remember? Can anybody tell me what the code is for? It's ARN. ARN is the airport code for Stockholm. This is the British Airways. Taken off 40 minutes late, heading down the runway. Will it take off by the neon sign, or will it? Yes, it's gone up nice and early. Look at that, the runway's still very, very wet. Right, what we got next running on the next plane is Aegean Airways. This is going out to Athens. It's Aegean Airways, and the code for Aegean Airways is A 3601. 3601. Oh dear. 3601. Yep. That's it. It's going to Athens. Yep. That's all the way going out to Athens. Should arrive at 4:45 this afternoon, but of course that's Athens time, not Heathrow time. Oh, I've got a British Airways BA 434. Where's that off to? That's off to Amsterdam. Wonderful Amsterdam. We do get lots of flights going to Amsterdam. So that's BA, that's 434. Code for the flight, and that's going to Amsterdam. Yeah, the scheduled departure time was 11:05. It's 11:36 at the moment, so we're running 21 minutes late. So we are finally catching up. Estimated arrival time is at 13:20 in Athens. Oh, sorry, Amsterdam. Do apologise. That's got up nice and quick, didn't it? We've got no crosswinds at the moment. The planes are taking off straight. You should have seen yesterday. And we had such a strong wind, the planes were crabbing as they took off. As soon as they left the runway, the pilot had to veer the plane over to the left, but it was still going straight. Anyway, we've got a twin aisle plane on the runway now. It's Cathay Pacific. It's a Boeing 777. It's Cathay Pacific, and the code for Cathay Pacific is CX252. This one's going all the way out to Hong Kong. Scheduled departure time is 11:06, and we're at a little bit later than that. Sorry, I've lost my clock. Oh dear me. Oh, I'm going to have to take the tablets. I will get better. I promise I will get better. It has an estimated arrival time at 7:07, so that's tomorrow morning. But of course, that is Hong Kong time. Right, the next flight on the runway should be a American Airways AA 137. This is going all the way to LAX, Los Angeles. The scheduled departure time again was 11:06. We're setting at 11:38, so a little bit behind schedule. Oh, well, look at the mist we got on the cars in front of the engines. Can you see the mist there? As soon as they get up to speed, they should disappear. Is it disappearing? Yes, but look at the water on the runway. You watch when he actually rotates, which everything slows down. Big light spray. It's quite stunning. Yesterday it was that good that when it did it, when they rotated, you can actually see the plane. There was that much mist there. The plane actually disappeared in the mist. So here we go. We should go past the neon sign, which is, there's the neon sign. Rotate, rotate, and there comes the mist. Look at that. Wow. The only trouble is the camera struggles. See the camera, which is a AI camera, artificial intelligence. It stopped watching that plane because it couldn't see it, and it picked this other one up on the runway. These two British Airways ones that are heading to takeoff. Anyway, what's the next plane on the runway? We got a Virgin Atlantic VS 129. This one's going to Tampa in Florida. It's an A330 heading all the way to Tampa. Departure time was 11 minutes past 11 schedule. But we've got 11 not too bad. So, estimated arrival time to 4:15 in the afternoon. That's Florida time, of course. It's going to arrive at gate F88, so if you're going to wait for the plane, that's where you've got to go. F88 is flying all the way to Tampa, Florida. The flight time's 10 hours 6 minutes. 10 hours 6 minutes. Obviously a little bit of a headwind. Normally they can get under 10 hours, normally about 9.5, but we're at 10 hours and 6 minutes, so a little bit longer. Sit back, enjoy it, look forward to your food. Right, next plane on the runway is a local flight. This is a British Airways again, a flight going up to Scotland. Whereabouts in Scotland is it heading? It's heading to Aberdeen, the oil capital of the UK. As I say, we have a funny relationship with Scotland. If anything bad, it's called Scotland. If it's anything good, it's called UK. Yeah, like athletes. Alan Jones, the great sprinter, was Scottish, but when he ran, he was British. Same with who was the cyclist? He was Scottish, but he was British. Of course, when they lose, then they're back Scottish again. I know. Oh, the code for Aberdeen Airport, by the way, is ABZ. If you didn't know, ABZ is the code for Aberdeen. And to fly all the way up to Aberdeen, it's 1 hour 40 minutes. That's 1 hour 40 minutes to Aberdeen, which is not bad. The plane should have taken off at 11:10, and the departure time was 11:41. So we're about half hour late on everything, which isn't too bad. Welcome everybody to London, UK. This is Heathrow Airport. This is one of the busiest airports in the world, especially with only 2 runways. We've been trying to get 3 runways at Heathrow for the last 25 years, but the Not In My Back Garden Brigade have said, no, we don't want a 3rd runway, so we haven't got one. So we have just 2 runways. They tend to split the runways up, one for landing and one for taking off, and they swap them round and round. So normally in the mornings we are taking off from this runway, and in the afternoons we are landing. Right, so the next plane on the runway is again, it's British Airways, BA 766, and this one's all the way going to Oslo. Yeah, the flight time to Oslo is about 2 hours and a minute at the moment. This plane was scheduled for 11:10. We're running a little bit late again, but it's not too bad at all. It's an Airbus, it's a Airbus 320, and it's heading all the way out to Oslo. Again, for those people who've just joined, this is purely a test broadcast, It's a rebroadcast actually. I'm using the stream supplied by Flight Focus 365. If you want to watch this when I'm not here, please go over to Flight Focus 365. They broadcast every day of the week during daylight hours. They start in the morning, early in the mornings, and finish late in the evenings as soon as it gets dark. For a wonderful service, they've now put ambient audio on it, so you can hear the noise of the planes taking off. They haven't managed to put any commentary on it yet, or any text. Hopefully they're going to do that soon. But until they do that, I sit here at my home just rebroadcasting it with flight information for people who like flight information. If you don't like flight information, then go back to their direct site, Flight Focus 365, or turn the sound down if you don't want to listen to my dulcet tones, which apparently I've been told are quite boring. But I do try to put a bit of feeling into it, but you never know, you've got what you got, you are what you are. Anyway, the next flight's Iberia. Should be red and orange or red and yellow. There it is. It's sat there on the runway. It's an Airbus 320 and it's heading to Madrid. Yeah. How long's the flight time to Madrid? We're going to find out for you. This is the beauty of modern technology. I can just type in the flight number into my wee little phone and put in IB 3169, and hopefully it will give me all the information we need to know. Yes, we have flight times 2 hours 31 minutes to Madrid. This one should have taken off at 11:24, which is good. They're finally catching up with the times now, because at 11:45 we're only 20 minutes behind schedule with our flight. So this is the Airbus 320. The registration number of the plane is ECNVS, and it's flying to Madrid. We are quite busy at the moment. Lots of planes taking off. We've got a lot, and it's got Independence livery, so this is a special delivery on this plane. It's not the standard livery on the side of the plane. This is called Independence livery. I haven't gone into this. I'm not quite sure what it means and what it is, but it's 737 MAX. You can normally spot the MAXes because they have on the end of the wings the V shape, not just the one going up, but they have one going down. So this is the MAX, and it's flying all the way to Warsaw. Flight number LO, and the flight number is 282282. Which has pumped that in, and we can tell you all the information about it. Yeah, it's slightly delayed. It's got again, they're giving the delays at the moment purely down to runway delays, and this is normally due to water on the runway, so they have to increase the departure gap to allow the plane to get well away in front of the one in front. Anyway, so looking, the flight time to Warsaw is 2 hours 23 minutes. So this one's going to hopefully arrive in Warsaw at 20 to 3 in the afternoon. That, of course, is local time. Yeah, local time. It's a Boeing 737 MAX 8, and the registration on the plane is STLV1. I quite like that livery, don't you? Yeah. Wavy, but apparently, according to Flight Radar, it's got the Independence livery on it. Right, on the runway we should have a Virgin Atlantic. Should be going across the pond to America somewhere. Let's make sure it is. Yes, here, there it is. It's going to Atlanta. Is it Atlanta, Georgia? Atlanta, Georgia? No, I think it is. Yes, so this one's going off to America. It's a Airbus 350. Nice bit of mist in front of the entrance. Just disappeared. There, come back again. Now it's disappeared again. We've got lots of rain on the runway. Very, very wet, as you can see with the spray for the jet engines. The plane takes off, which you'll see in a minute. When it rotates, face down, you can miss the old camera. This camera is programmed to follow a moving object. So here we go past the neon sign, which will be at the bottom of the screen, which is coming shot any second now, and that's when we go rotate. There's a neon sign there. We go rotate, and there comes the spray. Will the camera follow it, or will it lose it? Sometimes the camera can't quite. No, it's got it there. Wow, that was good, wasn't it? Now the flight time today to Atlanta in Georgia is 9 hours and 15 minutes. That's 9 hours 50 minutes to Georgia, and arrival time 15:21 local time. I've got a British Airways twin aisle plane. It's a 787 Dreamliner. This is flight number BA143. Its flight time's 8 hours 31 minutes. Any idea where it's going in 8 hours 31 minutes? Not quite across to America. No, it's off to New Delhi. Yes, that's New Delhi in India. Arrival time's at 1:20 tomorrow morning. Yeah, 1:20 tomorrow morning. Registration number of the plane is GZBJJ. That's G, Great Britain, obviously, ZBJJ, British Airways flight. Number 143BA, New Delhi. Well, I hope you're enjoying the commentary that I've added to Flight Focus. So I do apologise, put my teeth back in. Flight Focus 365. They supplied me with a video stream. At the moment, they're supplying it free of charge, and I'd like to thank them very much. They do use a fully automated camera at Heathrow, which does broadcast daily, every day of the week, 7 days a week, from first thing in the morning, from daylight to sunset. I do like the way those wings bend, don't you? Oh. Yeah, it is stunning. It really is stunning. Yeah, as I say, they do supply the video stream, and they supply they didn't originally, the ambient noise of the airplanes taking off, so it gives it a little bit of atmosphere. They haven't quite mastered the audio commentary yet, or text commentary, which hopefully they're going to put on soon, so they can do me out of a job. But at the moment, I sit here in my little studio, or office, or room, don't know what you want to call it, and add the commentary to you, to allow you to know exactly what's happening. So we got a United Airways flight now, UA26. It's going all the way across the pond, like most of the United Airways ones do. And this one's going all the way to Denver. Yeah. Oh, thank you. John's just come down. Obviously, he's going to clean this screen for me. There we go. So there is somebody on the camera. I thought they was using it remotely, but obviously they're not, because John's just turned up and given the camera a good clean. Thank you, John. Greatly appreciated. So here we go with United Airways flight number UA26, and this one's flying all the way to Denver. Flight time's about 9 hours 42 minutes. 9 hours 42 minutes. Due arrive 10 past 2 in the afternoon, local time of course. Sitting on the runway a bit longer than normal. This is the reason most of the delays this morning is because of runway delays, and this is down to the amount of water on the runway. When we have a water on the runway, they do tend to give a bigger gap between the departure times. We're up to about minute and a half between flights. When it's dry and everything's going down, we go below a minute, which a single runway is quite good. There we go. So this is the United Airways Dreamliner 787. hoping to reach about 180 knots for takeoff for rotate. Nice little straight. We get to the sun on the outside, which you'll see at the bottom of the screen in a minute. Come into shot, and when it hits the neon sign, the co-pilot will say rotate, rotate, rotate. So here comes the sign. Now, there it is, and now we go rotate. We take off, and look at that, we get off before the R, which is absolutely spot on. Those carbon fibre wings, and away they bend. Yeah, and yeah, there's no crosswind today, so it's quite an easy takeoff, that one. Anyway, that one's going all the way to Denver in Colorado. Right, we've got a British Airways on the runway next. Not quite ready, but won't take him long. This is British Airways 213. British Airways 213 is going all the way to Boston. Boston, Massachusetts? Is it Boston, Massachusetts? Yeah, well, I think it is. It's 777, Boeing 777. It's got a flight time of 7 hours, 7¼ hours. Well, it actually says 14 minutes, 7 hours, 14 minutes. The scheduled departure time is 11:28. 11:28. We're running at 11:53, so we're not too bad. It's within that half-hour slot, and I think considering the bad weather conditions we've got at Heathrow, with the wet runway, I have to say that very slowly, or otherwise my teeth fall out. Anyway, so here we go. He's not going to stop. He's going to rotate straight away and head down the runway. I don't know if my text alert is working at all. Nobody actually sent me a text alert. If there is anybody, just like to send me a just say hello. I don't have to say who you are. Just say hi, and I can say hi back. No, we've got nothing coming up on the screen at the moment, so I presume the chat isn't working. So that's my job this afternoon when we go down, is to see if I can get the chat up and running. It doesn't appear to be running at the moment. Nobody's coming in and talking to me. Can't win them all, can you? At least I can't get any criticism that way, can I? Oh, we got nothing. Look, there's absolutely nothing there sitting there waiting to take off. That's very unusual. Anyway, the next one should be a British Airways. It should be a 787. Here it comes. And this is British Airways 787, and it's heading to... It's going to Houston in Texas. It's a flight time. It's 10 hours, bang on 10 hours. So most flights across America, they're 10 hours. If they're in the middle, sort of 8 hours off there on the East Coast, and sort of 13 hours on the West Coast. So the plane registration number, if you'd like to know that, is GZBKO. So if you've got a phone near you or a computer, you can actually check out the history of the plane and everything. I'm hoping to add that, so we can give you the age of the plane and the seating plans, things like that, if I can find a nice app that gives me that all in one go, rather than having to use 3 or 4 apps. So this is British Airways. It's a 787 Dreamliner heading to Houston in Texas. Yeah. The departure time was 11:30 or 11:24. We're running at just coming up for 12 o'clock midday here in London, Heathrow. Just sitting there for a little while, just waiting for it. As I did say earlier on, if you was listening earlier on, we have had problems with foxes at Heathrow Airport, and unfortunately, if there's anything on the runway, they have to hold the plane. We've had one plane abort to take off today due to something on the runway, but they just brought it off, turned it around, and it just joined the queue and took off. Anyway, here we go with the Dreamliner. Here's the 787, as I say, it's heading all the way to Houston. In Texas, it's got an arrival time of 15:24. It's going to arrive at Terminal E. Still very wet the runway, isn't it? just passes the marker, the neon sign, which is the beginning of where they normally take off from. As soon as they pass the neon sign, the co-pilot says rotate, they rotate, and then off goes the plane. Anyway, we've lost that. Sometimes the camera does lose it because of the mist. All right, we've got a little tiny one now coming in. This is BA 590, which is headed out to... It's heading out to Milan, yeah, in Italy. It's Airbus 320. It's got a flight time of 2 hours to Milan in Italy, which is in northern Italy. When you Google Earth, you can find out where Milan is. Nice city. This one should have departed at 11:32, running a little bit late at 12 o'clock. So we're not too bad. We're under half an hour delay to take off, which I think is quite good, to be honest with you. I always wonder whether departure time is the departure time when the plane actually rotates, or is it the departure time when the plane leaves the gate? I'm sure somebody can tell me that. I'm not 100% sure. Oh wow, look at this, we've got a 380 in the queue. I don't think it's the next one to take off though. I think before the 380 we're going to have a British Airways going to Milan. It's still sat there. Here it is. Is it going? Yes, it's beginning to rotate now. It's just going down the runway now. Yes, picking up quite speed. I think this is going to be a early rotate. Yeah, I think this one's going to take off before the outside. The camera has picked up the other planes, and we won't see that take off. Anyway, we've got an SAS coming out next. That's Scandinavian Airways, SK804. It's going up to Oslo. It's an Airbus 320. Going all the way to Oslo. The plane registration is SERUE. There's the 380, that's the British Airways one. That'll be the next flight away, hopefully. We can watch it and see how much spray we get from that. Anyway, the SAS Airbus 320 is on its move now. For those people who are wondering where I am, I'm nowhere near Heathrow Airport, believe it or not. I could be anywhere in the world, but I am in the UK. I'm in North Norfolk, which is about 3-4 hours away from Heathrow. Just rebroadcasting this video stream, which is supplied by Flight Focus 365, a wonderful company who have located a fully automated camera at Heathrow, and they do broadcast this out. So if you want to watch flights take off and land at Heathrow Airport without me talking, which a lot of people say is a good idea, then go over to Flight Focus 365 and you can watch exactly what I'm watching without having to listen in an irritating sod like me giving you a description. But that's what it is. Anyway, no, the 380 didn't go and become the next plane. The next plane we got taken off is, believe it or not, it's the Virgin Atlantic. Is this one going across? Yes, it's going all the way to Bridgetown in Jamaica. So and this registration number is VS. I say this slowly because, believe it or not, what I'm actually doing now is just typing this into the app so I can give you some more information about the flight. So it's flight VS 131 heading to Bridgetown in Jamaica. It's got a flight time of 9 hours 13 minutes. It's a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, so we should get a nice bendy wings with a bit of luck when it takes off. Takeoff speed should be about 70 knots. We have a scheduled departure time of 30, which has passed midday, so again we're within the 30 minutes. Now here we go, what spray will we get when we rotate? Hell, we've gone off early, look at that, it has gone off early and we've got a nice rotate there, well before the neon sign. There we go, those wonderful wings bending. So the next one, yes, it's going to be the 380. It's the British Airways 380. This one's going to San Francisco. Code for San Francisco Airport, SFO, and scheduled departure time was 11:28, so we're within half an hour. Flight time to San Francisco today is just over 11 hours 8 minutes, and we started moving on the runway. We've got a nice bit of haze in front of the engines, which will clear off in a minute. Yeah, that's good. Never looks like they're going fast enough, do they? It just never looked like it. Anyway, it's got to reach that sort of 160, 165 knots so we can rotate. It's heading down the runway now. I've got a feeling this could be a late takeoff. As you say, the marker is the neon sign in a minute, which will appear on the bottom of the screen. There's the sign there, just coming in, and now this is when the co-pilot should say rotate, rotate. No, he hasn't said it yet. Now we normally, here he comes now. Yep, rotate. Just off before the R. Look at that spray! Wow. Ah, that is. Oh, it's hovering, isn't it? Yep, it's got up there. Look at that. What a wonderful sight. You never get bored, never ever get bored of watching the 380 take off. It's like when you first saw the Jumbo or you saw Concorde. It was, memorise it. Anyway, that's going all the way to San Francisco. Airbus 380. Flight time 11 hours. Right, what's next? Look at that, the camera's stayed on that for quite a long time. Right, we should have another British Airways. Yeah, we certainly do. It's another Dreamliner. Oh, it's a 777, I do apologise. It's the Boeing 777. It's heading to the Big Apple, over to New York. It had a scheduled departure time of 11:33, so it's within the half hour. Let's get away. That's amazing. This has gone stuff. Normally, after a 380, you have a big gap because of the wash, the wash behind the plane. But this one's gone off straight away, so no problem. Shooting down the runway. Great. Knots. Again, should reach about 160, 170 knots. To allow it to rotate. Yeah, I'll just go past the neon sign, and oh, it's gone up early. Look at that. Nice bit of spray. Yep, it's up. Well done now. Is there any wobble in this? Let's have a look at this plane because it could still be in the wash of the 380. Yeah, no, that's okay. Little bit of a wobble, not too bad. Anyway, that's heading off all the way to New York. Flight time today is 7 hours 48 minutes. Going to be followed by an American Airways. That's American Airways. That's AA73. That's AA57. I do apologise. The eyes are quicker than the mouth. This one's going to Miami. It's a Boeing 777. Should have departed at 11:38, 20 minutes to 12, and we are flight time today. I do like that tail fin, isn't it? It's nice, isn't it? Just America. Yeah. They don't have to put up American Airways or anything. American. See, British Airways should just be called British. Yeah. Anyway, here we go. There's the rotate just after the neon sign. I must find out what's written on that neon sign. And rotate before the R. Will the camera hold it? Will the camera hold it? The camera's obviously got a sensor on it to monitor movement. And it's following it right up today. That is very, very good. Right. Calling to flight radar 24. We've got a British Airways going all the way to Copenhagen. This is flight number BA816. It's Airbus 320. For those people who want to know where I get my information from, I use flight radar 24 for all the flight information, which I found a very good site. It tells me everything I want to know, and then I use another site to give me the information of the flights. so I can tell you what time it should have arrived and what time it should have departed. But the main supply comes from the video supply, which is obviously no good without the actual seeing the planes. It comes from a company called Flight Focus 365, who have located a fully automated camera at Heathrow Airport for tracking the planes to give us these wonderful pictures. Now that they've added ambient sound, that means the noise of the plane, it makes for a very good copy. If you want to watch their stream, go over to Flight Focus 365. The beauty of that stream is the fact that you get the stream without me. Yeah, you can just watch the planes and enjoy them without listening to some silly old idiot describing a little bit of information. So this flight is going to Copenhagen. It's BA 816, flying all the way to Copenhagen. It's an Airbus 320. Flight registration number is GTTNK. That's going to Copenhagen. Oh, we've got Brussels Airways flight. Should be on the runway next. And that's SN. And it's 2094. And it's going to Brussels. Well, I suppose that's the best place where Brussels Airways would go to. Brussels, wouldn't it? It's got a scheduled departure time of 11:34. It's going to take off at about 10 minutes past midday. Got a flight time of just 1 hour, 1 minute, so it'll just head all the way up to its cruising height. And once it gets to its cruising height, it'll cruise for about 30 seconds and then starts descending for the airport. It's an Airbus 320. Airbus 320, the registration numbers are O, SNN, SNN. Seems to be getting very great tonight. I've got a feeling this could be an early takeoff, or early rotate, whatever you want to call it. And again, we look at the neon sign. Normally we rotate just past the neon sign. Here we go, we're going up before the neon sign. And a little bit of a wobble, that's good. Now you see, now the camera noticed this other plane moving in the background, so it followed that. Never mind, that's the beauty of the camera. We are in the hands of AI. Right, the next flight we've got is an Aer Lingus by the looks of it. Behind that we've got something with a, I'm not sure what that one is, looks like Air Malta, might not be, but I won't be able to tell till I see the side. But this is an Aer Lingus, this is flight EI 915, this is heading to Knock in Ireland. It's an Airbus 320, registration number EI NSC. Again, these little planes are shifting down there. Oh, by the way, somebody asked, yes, it is a 3-leaf clover. He has gone up very, very early. Look at that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not sure what we got on the runway next. It is Air Malta. Yeah, look at that. I can only just see the tail fin. I thought that looked like the Air Malta, and believe it or not, yes, it is the Air Malta. And that's going to fly all the way, obviously, out to Malta. What is the flight time to Air Malta, you ask? Well, you just give me a couple of seconds and I will be able to tell you. Well, believe it or not, you get to Malta in 3 hours, 15 minutes. This one should have taken off at 25 minutes past 11, so a little bit later. Again, just about half hour over departure time. Again, I'm not sure what departure time is. Departure time when they leave the gate, or is departure time when they take off? I presume it's when it takes off. Anyway, the arrival time of this is at 20 to 4 in the afternoon at Malta. Wonderful little island. If you want a nice break, go to Malta. It's a lovely, lovely place. Loads of history. Anyway, that took off with about a 150 knots, which is bang on speed, which is cracking. Next flight we've got going is a British Airways, and this is going all the way up to Scotland. That's British Airways, and the flight number's BA 1482. So that's British Airways 1482, and it's heading all the way up to Glasgow. Again, departure time 11:37, arrival time 13:05. Flight time, hour and a half. It's quite quick, isn't it? Not too long at all. Not as far as Brussels though. Brussels is under the hour. A little bit slower this one, not as quick as the other 320, which was going down that railway line. So when will it rotate? I reckon it'll rotate just past the neon sign. Shall we call that, rather than here we go, rotate, rotate, yes, there we go, just rotating up just on the neon sign, which should come into shot. There it is, the sign. Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Right, the next flight due to take off is the British Airways. Oh, we've had an interloper. Yes, he sneaked in quite quick there, didn't he? That's Air France. It's going to Paris, and that's AF 1581. Yeah, that's Air France. He sneaked in on the in front of the British Airways flight, and he's going to shoot off to Paris Charles de Gaulle. It's an Airbus A220, 220, Airbus 220. Yeah. He's obviously must have been related to one of the controllers in the control tower to be allowed to go off early. Did very well to sneak off there. And that is Air France going to Charles de Gaulle. So we'll go back to the original plane that I was going to tell you about, which is the British Airways, and that's British Airways BA 904. This one's going to Germany. It's going to Frankfurt in Germany. It's got a flight time of 1 hour 40 minutes to Frankfurt in Germany. Arrival time 13:58. Should have departed 11:33. It's going to depart or take off, rotate at 12:15. So theoretically, it's taken 45 minutes to get from the from the gate to the takeoff point. So that's nearly half the flight time. That's not right, is it? Go. It's an Airbus 319. As we did mention, got a flight time of 1 hour 40 going to Frankfurt. The code for Frankfurt Airport, it's quite simple, it's FRA, the first 3 letters of Frankfurt. Never get bored of watching the airplanes take off, do you? I wish I could be at the airport, but unfortunately, due to circumstances, I'm about 3.5 hours away from the airport. At home, just restreaming. So here we go with the American Airways. It's Boeing 777, heading out to Charlotte, Carolina. Is it Charlotte, Carolina? Somebody in America, please tell me. Charlotte, Carolina? I'm sure it is Charlotte, Carolina. Anyway, it's a 777. It's got an arrival time of 15:30. It's 3:30. That's local time, obviously. Not. I don't know whether that's Eastern time, Central time, or Western time in America. It's always confused me. It's got a flight time of 8 hours 46 minutes. When it finally decides to take off, I can see the co-pilot winding the elastic band up. Yep, he's really putting some pressure on that elastic band. I think he's going to put a couple more turns on it. Yep, so we're all ready now. And let the elastic band go, and then obviously they're playing ahead down the runway. Eventually. Anyway, the plane number, if you want to know, is N 752AN. It's American Airways. It's a pretty plane, isn't it? What else can I say about it while it's sitting there all on its own? I do like the tail fin on American Airways. Yeah, they do look nice. He's just sat there, and he's sat there, and he's sat there, and possibly they're having a cup of tea before they leave. Here we go. Heading down. Anyway, hope you enjoyed my story. Just a bit of splatter on the lens on the camera. Hopefully John will come down there in a minute and just give a quick wipe. Be greatly appreciated. I'd like to thank all the people at Flight Focus 365 for supplying me with this video link so that I can rebroadcast it. They offer a wonderful service where they do actually broadcast this video stream live every day from sun up to sundown with ambient noise now, so we can actually hear the planes take off and land, which is good. Gives that bit of atmosphere. Unfortunately, they haven't mastered the commentary yet. Or a text, so you know what plane is and what plane isn't. So that's my duty, my little task in life at the moment is to supply you with a bit of commentary to tell you what planes are taking off and what's happening. Hope you appreciate it. If you don't, never mind. Anyway, we've got a Thai Airways. It's the first Thai Airways we've had. This one's heading to Thailand. Obviously, it's going to Bangkok. The flight number is TG. So I'm using my phone to find out the information of the flights, and the phone's decided to throw it at me. Anyway, so we flight is TG, not TH, TG911. So we're just tying that into the phone, and then we can tell you all the information about the flight. Yes, it's leaving London Heathrow, it's going to Bangkok. It's got a flight time of 11 hours 25 minutes. It arrives at 6:15 tomorrow morning. Of course, that's local time. Right, next plane to take off is an Air Canada. Air Canada, oh sorry, no, it's not Air Canada. Well, it looks like Air Canada. Let me just have a look. Yes, it is Air Canada. AC855 is going to Toronto. This is a Dreamliner. 877. Sorry, 787. The brain's working quicker than the mouth, which is unusual for me. It's going to be there, which is Toronto. Registration number CG. Flight number AC855. And look at that spray coming up. Obviously it's been raining again. Will the camera lock on? Yeah, the camera's still got it. That's quite good. As I say, we do have a problem. Sometimes if there's too much spray, the camera loses the plane. But it followed that one quite well. They did very well. The people at Flight Focus have worked very hard to get this streaming service to work well. Anyway, we've got a Qantas on the runway now. The Qantas, the flight number is QF. QF10. And that one's going all the way to Perth in Australia. Yeah. Departure time is midday, and it's taken off within 22 minutes. That's the livery on there. That's the young green livery. Yeah. So Qantas. So going 77, heading to Perth. Now, I'm not sure if this does it in one, or is this the direct flight to Perth, or does this one stop off at Singapore? I'm not 100% sure. Oh, then it. Oh, I see. Yes, it goes to Perth. Then it goes from Perth. Then it goes on to Melbourne. Yeah. That was all totally wrong. I do apologise. It flew into Gatwick from Melbourne, turned around and went to Perth. Anyway, you've got American Airways on the runway now. It's going all the way to Phoenix, Arizona. I tell you what, I flew into Phoenix many years ago, and it's just a wonderful flight in. You fly around this big rock, a bit like Ayers Rock, and you join the queue and you overlook Phoenix. It's just sit on the left-hand side. It's just one of the best landings I've ever had. There, it's about half an hour through the queue, and you can see the airport with a big view. This is Airways 777. It's going to Phoenix. It's flight number A195. It's got a takeoff speed about 172 knots according to flight radar. Here it goes, up it goes, bang on spot just after the neon sign, and should be rotate before they are, and the camera's going to lose that. Is it? No, it didn't. Well done, lads at Flight Focus for keeping on that. Anyway, let's just see what we've got coming next. We've got a KLM. It's just a short hop across the English Channel all the way to Amsterdam, and that's flight number KL, and it's KL 1010. And as I say, it's going to Amsterdam. Flight time 1 hour 20 minutes. It's had a slight delay on it. Okay, departure time should have been 12:07. We're 12:20, so really that's not too bad. That's quite good. I do like the livery on that. That is nice, isn't it? That light blue on the top of the plane, and that little squivel under the cockpit. Yeah. Anyway, it's out there waiting for mission to go. It's 737. Flight number KL 1010. I've already told you that. So, and the registration number is PHB. CA. Should arrive in Amsterdam at 14:01 local time, of course. Heading down the runway at a great rate of knots. I'd like to thank everybody who've decided to tune in to Heathrow Live with Flight Info. Hopefully you enjoy it. We hopefully will start doing this maybe next week officially. I'm going to try and target 2 days a week. 2 days a week where we sit here and give you the commentary on the flights leaving, as long as Flight Forecast can supply me with the stream. If I've got no stream, I've got no stream. So, but they've been doing it for a couple of months now, and I'd like to thank them for supplying me with a video stream, which allows me to give you the commentary. So the plane that's next on is British Airways going to Geneva. It's 320. Well, it's coming up to 12:30 here in the UK, and I shall leave the stream flowing, but I shall actually take the audio off. And have some lunch. A few things to do, unfortunately. I think it's in here, but this is the test copy. When we get this properly, I should have 2 days a week to supply this. I haven't decided what days at the moment. I don't particularly want to do Wednesday or Sunday because we have the wonderful Jerry Dyer, who runs Big Jet TV, who broadcasts from Heathrow on Wednesdays and Sundays with his Big Jet TV channel, which to me is the ultimate. He's been doing it about 7 years, and if you enjoy watching airplanes, I suggest you watch Jerry. He's so got so much more knowledge than me, and it's a great channel to watch. I enjoy it. So 2 days a week. I'm thinking possibly Tuesday, Saturday as the 2 days that I might do to give people some information about what goes on at Gatwick, Heathrow Airport. Anyway, I'm going to leave you soon, and so thank you very much. Lovely country. Enjoyed the stream. I haven't quite worked the chat out yet. That's my target this afternoon, so people can come in and text me. Unfortunately, for some own reason, the chat's not working, so we'll have a go at that this afternoon. So I'd like to say thank you very much to everybody who's tuned in today, and we shall see you again maybe later on today if I get the chat to work in. Maybe another day. Just keep your eye open. Don't forget, it's Heathrow Live with flight information. This was my test broadcast number 7, believe it or not. We finally got the pictures coming out from the PC, and I'm not just there. My original ones, I just put the telephone camera in front of the screen, but I've now managed to do it direct, so we get a bit of picture, so we don't get the fluffiness around the edge. But I suppose that doesn't interest you really, does it? What I'm doing, as long as I do what I do and you enjoy what I do. Anyway, thanks a lot. Be good, and we'll speak to you later.